Welcome to a short trip to the virtual seminar on postgraduate thesis writing that I have designed and implemented at the National University of Rosario, Argentina. Before presenting the course, I will first refer to the topic and its importance. A thesis or dissertation is a major research report written by professionals who wish to enlarge their academic profile and make an original and relevant contribution to their fields of study by engaging in a postgraduate career like a specialization, master, or doctorate. Indeed, the completion of the thesis is the crowning moment of these postgraduate studies. Therefore, it means a great personal and professional challenge. Simultaneously, it has a strong impact at the institutional and even national level, since graduation rate is one of the main indicators of effectiveness of university programs with regional and international repercussions. Although it may seem to be a very particular issue, it involves a quite big population considering the expansion of postgraduate studies during the last decade worldwide, like we can observe in the statistics referred to Argentina. However, there is a very low rate of completion, again at the global level. Even having passed all the mandatory courses, many postgraduate students leave their careers unfinished for not completing their thesis. A very resonant case in this regard was the guitarist of the English band Queen, Brian May, who, being an astrophysicist, took 30 years to complete his doctorate. Postponement and dropout can be observed in this chart about the situation in Argentina in 2017 in terms of the difference regarding the number of enrolled students and graduation rate at postgraduate level. Thesis workshops, courses, or seminars, whichever they may be called, aim to deploy strategies to promote their completion. Online courses bring in new perspectives and opportunities which demand decisions to make the most of technology as regards the production of teaching materials, the follow-up of student learning, and the evaluation. How can we achieve interactive collaborative learning in computer-mediated teaching on dissertation writing? What does it add to face-to-face dissertation writing instruction? To answer these questions, I will refer to the virtual seminar on postgraduate thesis writing delivered at the National University of Rosario, Argentina, one of the biggest ones in the country with more than 70,000 students. The seminar is delivered through the University Virtual Campus in a Moodle platform which offers a variety of resources and activities such as web page, folder, homework, and forum. Teaching how to write a thesis is not only the knowledge in the discipline, but also how to investigate in it and how to show it in a written academic form. So both methodological and rhetoric contents are needed. In our course, the contents are structured around the sections of a thesis, which are precisely the steps of the scientific method. These units are balanced as regards the density of the content as well as the extent of their development. According to these criteria, the contents are distributed in 10 units coinciding with the 10-week course duration, assigning each unit a similar complexity. Each week, a unit is uploaded so as to create some surprise effect about the syllabus. The welcome message and basic instructions are provided through a presentation video to build up a close personal relation, but further explanations are given in written form since we are dealing with writing. Following a pattern for every unit helps the students to know what comes next. The presentation of the content is carried out through self-made systematizing text of moderate length and medium difficulty in order to address heterogeneous groups, in which such input would be either the first approach to the contents, a review, or a roundup of previous knowledge. Writing a thesis is not always a linear process, but a recursive one with the constant expansion and reformulation of its chapters. For this reason, the chance to go back to previous unit from the virtual classroom helps the student in this spiral process. The instance par excellence to show doubts and detect errors are the activities in which the students apply knowledge and exchange perspectives. The forums have the advantage of preserving the exchange to be read more than once, meditated, and answered carefully. Since verbal interaction is the vehicle for online pedagogical mediation, it is necessary to decide the tone. Although academic language is characterized by formality and objectivity, and the course aims to transmit this style, it is necessary to gain the confidence of the student, so they are not afraid or embarrassed to share their production or express their doubts publicly. Thus, to achieve this comfortable atmosphere, a friendly colloquial language is used without losing the rigor of the academic environment and the precision of scientific research. Even the illustrations of the platform can also contribute to a confidence atmosphere. Together with an agreeable tone and cute illustrations, verbal interactions will follow the main characteristic of academic discourse and scientific behavior: order. Even the personal presentation of the group, which aims to be a moment of relaxed sociability, can be channeled into a rubric following a pattern, and so do I when I introduce myself. As a result, a cooperative learning network turns the physical loneliness of virtual education and the individual enterprise of thesis writing into collaborative work through virtual interaction. Participation takes place at their convenience. This is a huge advantage for graduate students since they are full-time professionals with very little time availability. Socializing the outputs enhances the learning process. In this way, the students notice recurrences, common mistakes, and alternative strategies. Thus, after the students have introduced themselves, the course begins sharing what everybody has written at that point to have a photograph of their starting point. Instead of telling what each student has written so far, they are invited to share their manuscripts to be read carefully by the rest of the class. The manuscripts are shared in a forum as part of their interchanges and compiled in folder to easily retrieve them in future instances. This resource box works as a group repository used as a learning tool that allows keeping track of their progress. Sharing successive versions can be done in two ways: through periodic deliveries or through a one updated shared file which guarantees access to the latest version. A wiki page is an alternative particularly appropriate for those who have just begun writing and the text is still incipient and prone to numerous changes. Proposing a writing laboratory with theoretical support and peer exchanges allows diversifying teaching practices and avoiding monotony. In this scenario, my feedback focuses in the promotion of learning strategies and metacognitive reflection to guarantee more elaborate, thoughtful productions. Throughout this presentation, I have shown the features of the online seminar on thesis writing together with the Didactic Foundation. Even within the rigorous procedures of the Academy, the course tends to promote creative, reflective, and critical training to start the project and reach the defense. Different aspects of the seminar have been analyzed and disseminated. So far, a panel presentation at the Ibero-American Symposium on Educational Technologies, CITED, organized by Rex Lavi at the Federal University of Santa Catarina in Araranguá, Brazil. A keynote presentation at the International Conference on Interactive Collaborative Learning, ICBL, organized by the International Association of Online Engineering and Oriente University in Cuba. A chapter in a book published by the Brazilian editorial Mentes Abertas, a journal paper in Revista de Educación from Mar del Plata University, Argentina, and a book named as a seminar published by Argentinian publishing house Biblos. All these sources will help to enlarge this video presentation, and the list will surely be longer in the future as these reflections are done in the framework of a large project carried out by Argentinian researchers and funded by the two main national research agencies. If you would like to keep in touch, ask questions, or make comments, feel free to send a message. Thank you very much for your attention.